Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LCS 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Saw him messing around in mid lane just now, but Jensen sidestepped the Zac Hughes, had it warded. It just makes the life so easy for Senna Seraphine, but Insanity doing a lot of damage. Jensen should be okay though.
He might have to flash one more auto attack. The Q, that's his passive pop, so he gets at least a second life.
I don't think you can get it.
Inspired Q.
Oh, and Inspired Q flash! First blood for Inspired!
So,
Fresh.
Yeah.
All right. First good thing for Shopify though.
Drake.
We are going to be able to get the dragon down here in exchange for those Void Grubs, moving up with the Lucian Nami. You were talking about Whippo, and I want to mention the build here, rushing into healing cutting with the Bramble Vest is actually effective against so many of these champions. All of these champions, in fact, on Shopify Rebellion, not just his lane opponent, can push up and actually play for tower plates and get value out of it. And guess what? Since FlyQuest had such a strong start to the game off that invade, I think
Jensen could be close, a little bit more damage. Auto attack flash! And Insanity's going to trade 1-for-1 in the mid lane.
That's a big play by Insanity, especially after
Already taken a bit of damage, but no ultimates burned from either Masu or Busio.
Yeah, it's really just trying to harass a little bit, but Busio, Masu should be able to heal up unless...
Wild Turtle dashing in, culling is unleashed, Encore answers back, perfect cleanse, and a nice bubble from Zeyzal, could be the kill, there it is for Wild Turtle!
Busio down, this could be big. The jungle here is Insanity goes for another attempt.
I mean, Shopify Rebellion think they have numbers on this, but here comes Whippo and Inspired for the flank. Boogie's already forced the flash backwards, but Whippo is going to go down to Insanity. This mid-Zac is just popping, but now Masu has come back for reinforcements. But Insanity just doesn't go.
Original one, so if he can get all three of these ones, they will be able to spawn the 2 Void Mites for the rest of the duration of the game, allowing them to push a lot easier. One thing with the design of the Grubs, as it looks like he'll be able to finish them out this time around, the rest of the team backing him up here though, is that you can definitely always look for drive-by steals with the Smites, since there are 3 of them.
So like one of the ways that FlyQuest will need to win the game is they'll need to get powerful enough by 4th Drake to stop the Soul from completing. But in the meantime, I feel like Shopify needs to continue to try and engage big-time fights with this Lucian Nami and Zac engage.
Encore and Dawning Shadow lands, Inspired for the flash, is able to punish Wild Turtle this time around, as the rest of FlyQuest are able to answer back.
An incredible amount of burst there on a Masu though, so he's got to be very respectful. Here's Jensen top.
Gonna make the dime happen with Whippo. Shockwave should be available for this play. Flash from FakeGod is able to dodge on the Shockwave, but can't dodge away from the Cryo Phoenix burn damage. As the rest of Shopify Rebellion were trying to collapse. Wild Turtle looking for Masu on the back line, finds the kill. He's gonna take Shopify Rebellion do not want to overextend. Jensen is waiting, applying pressure on the top side of the map, has teleport available. There's some wards. It doesn't give him necessarily a huge flank, but now Shopify Rebellion are going to get cornered into Whippo. Wild Turtle opens up with the culling. Whippo is coming around to the right side. Great Keeper's Verdict from
Insanity's in.
FakeGod. Insanity's in. Finds Jensen onto the backline. He flashes over. Insanity's causing so much disruption into the backline, and FlyQuest is completely split. And Wild Turtle finishes off Jensen.
It's huge! It's huge for Shopify! They're going to be able to get their 3rd dragon, Soul Point, and Insanity isn't done yet!
He's still got the passive, I believe, so he can make this dive happen. Inspired is trying to buy as much time for Busio to live, but Shopify Rebellion got all that they needed.
That is exactly what Shopify needed to have happen here. You could see maybe a bit of doubt in FlyQuest's mind, whether they're actually strong enough to come in there, because you could think Jensen, yeah, just get another plate, get a little bit more turret gold. But this is the gold injection.
Great wonders here. Shopify Rebellion. Just Insanity being in that line rush, one of the new geography changes, just taking advantage of how much time he has put in on the new map.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a team comp like this, you have to be very cognizant.
Oh! Right on to Busio. Encore is used, but it's not going to be enough. He just goes down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of angle that Insanity is going to keep trying to pull off, and they're going to try, if they get one more pick, they're going to go Baron. I think that's what they're trying to...
Is split away from Inspired. He's able to reconnect with them and now provide some more needed assistance. Insanity's taking way too damage on this side of the map. But the passive will pop, will give him a little bit of life's breathing here. Boogie's trying to provide space as well, using the ultimate to buy space again, but Inspired goes down, and Wild Turtle's able to apply damage. The rest of the backline of FlyQuest just cannot get in. Whippo Whippo's still alive, but I don't know if he can really reconnect with the rest of his teammates.
Look out, Insanity. They're coming for you.
Insanity flashing on the wall. Wild Turtle goes in. 1 versus 3. Man, he's crazy, but that's the classic Wild Turtle. Whippo soloing down FakeOn, forced to flash. The crowd Phoenix Sloan is going to catch up to him. And Shopify Rebellion thought they had the fight, but FlyQuest are fighting back.
Uh-oh, it looks like they're not going to be able to get that Dragon Soul. FlyQuest, they extend the fight with all of this healing with that backline. Even though Inspire does drop first, they're able to chase them down. They pick up the extra kill there onto FakeOn. And
Multi-step process, and they can't be making mistakes throughout. That fight worked because they were set up as a 5v5 and didn't give the Zach clean engage. And Whippo's a fast boy.
But can he escape the Infernal Chains? Not this time around. That last Darkened Blade should connect. And that's Whippo going down in the bottom side of the map.
all right, angles. He's charging up.
Fired has Hex Flash as well. Insanity doesn't find Busio. Gets clipped. The Shockwave into the Encore. It's a lot of damage. And nice by Inspired to find that wall charge into the Keeper's Verdict for 2-man knockup. Wild Turtle is forced to flash, and they shut down Insanity. Buki tries to come in, but it's a little too late. If he goes out, this could be Baron for the side of FlyQuest.
FlyQuest was ready for that one. That was an immediate firing of every ability. As soon as Insanity came in, there was no...
Let go of that elastic slingshot. He was wanting that one back.
Yeah.
The rest of the team had already retreated down lane, and that's going to mean FlyQuest will at the very least start this Baron up, unless there is some crazy magic from Wild Turtle here over the back of the pit. Then FlyQuest should be able to get the Baron, should be able to take multiple towers with this Baron Siege too, because
could jump on, you know, all of them at once, and we'd have to see how that fight goes out. But FlyQuest, confident here, daring SR to come in.
Yeah, Insanity most likely the one that has to lead, but you have to imagine that Inspired will not use W until Insanity is flying in.
No.
You have to hope that maybe for Shopify Rebellion, someone else can eat that Steadfast Presence cooldown so that Insanity can get an uninterrupted elastic.
Like, we're gonna pick these champions, we're gonna get to 30 minutes, and we're just gonna walk at people. There's not gonna be much they can do against us. They're not even going for the Drake, they're just walking towards the Nexus.
yeah, why bother with the top lane split push when you can just run them down? They get their pick, and the brute force is coming for the Nexus turrets.
And Boogie's the only person that can really make an engage. He dashes in, pops the Crescent Guard, but it's not really doing anything because at this point, Busio and Masu can just heal everyone up to full. The first Nexus turret falls, the second one evaporates just as quickly. Flashes all around. A last defense will not be made by Shopify Rebellion, and it is FlyQuest that comes back on opening weekend day with a statement win.
New year, new FlyQuest. They pick a very scaly composition. Jensen gets his Orianna once again, and they are taking their time with this one.
You know that was, they were trying to...
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCS 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.